Hey everybody, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD. I'm ZeldaMaster, and last time we obtained the magic armor, which according to you guys is the crappiest item in the game. So yeah, we're not going to be using that too often. Hopefully we'll be able to use it in some scenario where I'm, not greedy to lose a lot of rupees. But here I am in Telma's bar because that's where we need to go to continue on with the story. I mean, Telma sent us a letter quite a bit ago to come visit her in her bar so we can meet our allies that are trying to save Hyrule along with us, because we're not the only people who are trying to, do justice in the world. It's actually Telma's group as well. So, oh my, if it isn't Link. Yeah, hi, what's up, Telma? Long time no see, I guess. So yeah, you made it. How have you been, honey? Mercy, but you have good timing. I was just talking about you. Oh, were you? Hey, everyone, introduce yourselves. This handsome young man is the infamous Link. Hi, guys. You remember what I told you before, honey? These are the friends I mentioned, the ones who are trying to help deal with all the troubles in Hyrule. Actually, there's one more of us, but there has been a disturbing turn of events in the Western Desert, so he's gone to check it out. He's an older man named Auru. If you happen to meet him, definitely take the time to talk with him, okay, honey? Well, you've come all this way here, honey, so why don't you relax a bit? Why don't you be sociable and talk to these folks? They're a jolly bunch. Alright, I guess I'll do that. Also, she has a lot of food, well, mainly like raw meat, and it doesn't look that appetizing, but it's there. Maybe it's for the cat, or maybe, one of these people really like the taste of raw meat. I don't really know, but regardless, let's go ahead and speak to them before we look for the other missing member, because that's actually the person we want to speak to the most. But since three of them are here, might as well say hi. Let's say hi to this guy who has a bucket on his head, and he has nothing to say. Okay, well, that's weird, but wait a second. Those arms, they're really hairy. I don't know why, you remind me of someone. I just can't put my finger on it. But alright, whatever, let's just not speak to this guy because he didn't want to be sociable. But anyways, it's Ashy. Okay? I grew up in the mountains with my father, who was a knight of his own right. He taught me the arts of war as though I was his son. Of course, lessons in common courtesy were not part of the regimen, so forgive me if I come off rude, yeah? Okay. Listen, before I blab both your ears off, I want to tell you something. Snow Peak, the mountain to the north of Hyrule, it's unlike any mountain I've ever known. I don't know much yet, but things happen there that no other mountain I know of. Evil controls it. As soon as I know something more, I'll tell you. Until then, you should stay away, okay. So yeah, she's really weird. Just overall rude, but there's something happening in the Snow Peak Mountain, which is located in Hyrule, and we'll look into that soon. For now, what Telma told us about the Western Desert is what we want to investigate first, so let's do that. But before I leave, I want to speak to the last member that's currently here, and that is this guy. So, oh, hello there, you must be Link, correct? I'm Shad. Wonderful to meet you. Telma told me what you've been up to. You're rather formidable. I'm rather not, I'm afraid. Well, I'm formidable at book reading, but lack, shall we say, physical skills. That said, if the history and legends of Hyrule are your cup of tea, I'm your fellow. If you're curious, just ask away. Okay, sounds good. And I mean, I could totally see us being pretty good friends, Shad, because he's down to talk about the history and whatnot, and that sounds like something I'm interested. But currently, we're here to look for someone else. So if we check the map that they have in front of them, that old codger Auru is at Lake Hylia, studying the desert. Okay, so I guess that is where Auru is, which is one of the members. And Telma did say to give him a nice talking to if we do see him. So I'm going to do that right now, but I guess I could show off this as well. So here's another one of the postman Easter eggs where you can find him all over Hyrule. What to order? What to order? I do believe I will start with meat. I'm assuming he has like the menu for maybe Telma's bar. Maybe it's like a restaurant. I mean, it doesn't have tables. I guess she does serve people food and stuff. I mean, we saw food on the table, so it does make sense. I guess, you know, the postman is having a little break at Telma's bar before he goes out and delivers letters to us specifically. But anywho, let's go ahead and now warp, and we can warp right from here because no one will catch us. And I want to head straight to Lake Hylia. As you can tell on the map, there's a flag. I'm pretty sure that's something they added in this game. I don't know if I ever noticed it in the original, but maybe it was also in the original, so I might be wrong. But what I did notice is in this specific HD remake, like, you know, in the HD remake, not the Wii version or the GameCube version, there's flags where you need to go. Like, at least currently I've noticed it since we've had to speak to Telma. Like, the flag is just kind of moving like a little flagpole to the exact area where you need to go. I think that's kind of cool because it tells you, like, you know, the checkpoint, like, head here if you don't know what you're doing. But at the same time, I feel like, you know, they're kind of holding your hand in that sense, because it's like, do I really need a flag on the map telling me where to go? Like, I mean, I guess some people might need it if you, like, skip through the story or the dialogue and you're not reading. That's something I would normally do, but I noticed a lot of people didn't like, so I try not to do that anymore. I try to read through the dialogue if it's, like, something necessary, but if it's just crap that we read before, I'll skip through it. So yeah, I guess maybe that's another reason why I've noticed that the flag is kind of pointless, because I actually read what the characters have to say now instead of skip through the dialogue, which I guess that's a trait you get from Let's Playing. But I thought it was about time for you to arrive. Who is this guy? Master Link, is it? Yeah, you're right. You do know Telma, don't you? I am Auru. I am part of the group that Telma kindly allows to meet her at bar. I have heard all about your deeds from her. Now, you being a courageous youth, you have likely heard of the strange events in the desert and come to investigate, no? I mean, I guess, yeah, you're right. Or am I mistaken? No, you're right. You do know, don't you, Master Link? I mean, you're kind of telling me right now, so just go ahead. But yeah, so the Gerudo Desert once held a prison built to hold the worst criminals this land has ever known. The criminals who were sentenced to death were sent directly to the underworld by a cursed mirror that was kept in the prison. Dang, that sounds really dark and messed up, but yeah, now that prison is condemned, and even the road leading to the desert is impassable. This desert at World's End, it still holds the cursed mirror and the malice of the doomed inmates. These old bones know that the evil currently plaguing Hyrule is related to the wicked place, so I have come to learn the truth. Master Link, I must ask, what will you do now? Do tell me you plan to enter the desert and confirm my suspicions with your own eyes. I guess yes, yeah, let's do that. Is that so? Then let good old Auru help you out. You see, like Hylia below us, a man named Fire runs an amusement ride of sorts there. Give him this. And you got Auru's memo. So yeah, we give this to Fire, or however you pronounce it, and he will launch us, instead of to his brother's cuckoo minigame, we'll be able to get launched in a desert where criminals, reside in. But hey, we gotta investigate it, so yeah, if you leave the rest up to Fire, all should go well. Alright, sounds good. So I'm gonna go ahead and do just that. We're gonna head straight to, our boy, Fire. I don't know, for some reason, I always mix up the pronunciations with, like, these characters. I just never get them right. I'm assuming it's Fire, though, because at least I remember someone telling me it's like a play on words with Fire, because it's like cannon fire, because he owns a cannon, which I think is kind of clever, I guess, but at the same time, having a guy called Fire, like, I don't know, that's not really that creative. But I'm wasting time here because I do not want it to turn nighttime before I speak to Fire, because he is going to send us somewhere, which, to do so, we just need to pull out our memo we got, and then target on him, and make sure you take it out right in front of him, like that. So yeah, from old Auru, eh? Ah, well, I guess I ought to do the old coot says. Oasis flight, right? Okay, so here you go. One of our secret options unavailable to the general public. This time, all paid for, so what do you say? You want to go? Yes, let's go. Let's do this. Alright, it's time to take the Oasis flight. So, instead of the normal treatment we got something else. Yeah, we're going to be launched into the desert. which is scary to think about because, you know, there's no connection from Hyrule to the desert. You know, the only way we're gonna get there is through this. And I like how you can see him like panting. His mouth is like wide open. Either way, what's gonna happen here is something pretty big, like a big cutscene, and I can't wait to show it off because we're gonna get to know our companion Midna a little more from here. And this is the part of the game, at least for me, when I started liking the character a whole lot more, and you're gonna see why. But yeah, this is Gerudo Desert, and luckily I made it here during the day, like before the sun completely set, because I would not want to see this cutscene at night. But wait, Link, what's up? Before we go on, there's something I want you to hear. Do you remember what the spirit said about the fused shadows? What do you think happened to the magic wielders who tried to rule the sacred realm? They were banished. They were chased across the sacred lands of Hyrule and driven into another realm by the goddesses. It was another world entirely, the antithesis of Hyrule, where the sun shines bright. Its denizens became shadows that could not mingle with the light. Eventually, most came to call it the Twilight Realm, and from it, none could return to the world of light. They were forever doomed to live in the twilight, filtering in the half-light of dusk, mere shadows to Hyrule. This is the history of the Twilight, as it has been passed down from our ancestors. Do you now understand what I am? I am a descendant of the tribe that was banished of the Twilight Realm. It was a peaceful place until Zant took control of the Twilight Realm and transformed all the Twilight into shadow beasts. It's clear to me now that he somehow gained a great evil power previously unknown to our tribe. In any case, I was sent from there and could no longer get into the Twilight Realm without his power. But there's another tale told by my people. Though the goddesses forbid us to return to the world of light, they left one link between the light and the darkness. Something called the Mirror of Twilight was passed to the protectors of Hyrule. It's our only path to the Twilight Realm, and we must get there. You'll come with me, won't you? Sure. Alright, and here we are in Gerudo Desert. It's time to, to walk through all of this. I mean, there's a lot of sand and just a lot of barrenness of nothingness. I don't know, for some reason I cannot word a sentence properly, but pretty much what I'm trying to say is we're in Gerudo Desert. It's a huge barren place where prisoners are thrown in to die. And it just pretty much, yeah, they're doomed until they're dead. But not specifically in the desert. There's an area where they're thrown into, which we are heading to, because apparently there's some evil happening within the desert. And luckily it is turning nighttime, which is actually really convenient for what I want to happen. It's nice to see the sun set from far away, but yeah, it's really smart to stay constantly moving when you're in the desert, because you're gonna have a lot of enemies trying to attack you, and it gets rather annoying. But one thing I do want to grab immediately before I do anything is the 2 golden bugs located in the desert. This will be the last, pair that we need to collect, aside from literally 1 bug, which is going to be the female snail, and we got the male snail all the way in the Sacred Grove. I remember a couple people actually telling me, oh, I forgot to pick that up. Will I be able to get it later on? Yes, of course, you will. You may not have access to the Sacred Grove now. I believe you might not, because I actually never tried to head back until you were meant to head back. But, yeah, you will get a chance to. And I'm just realizing that it's nighttime, so might as well head back, because in the beginning of this desert where we first landed, there's actually a postal we can easily pick up. So just run over to the very beginning. What's really cool is you can see so much of Hyrule. Like, you see Hyrule Castle, and then you see to our far, like just from the far distance, you can also see a giant tree, which I'm assuming is referencing the Faron Province, maybe, but regardless of the case, we are going to find the postal here. It's so annoying how these guys keep chasing you. Like, I'm tired of it, because I just want to listen to the music that plays here. It's really cool, because, yeah, Gerudo Desert actually has the music that plays through day and night, like the same type of music, which is really nice. And I guess that's mainly because nighttime comes pretty frequent in here, plus there are souls you want to collect, so maybe the game just expects you to be here at night. But regardless of the case, I enjoy it, so yeah. But let's go ahead and kill off these Skulltulas. Hopefully I can actually get them. I highly suggest trying to jump into them like that, where when they lift up, okay, that was a really bad one. Like, you can kind of tell. Okay, I mean, it's pretty obvious whether I'm gonna hit them or not. It's just kind of like angling yourself in a way to like just literally hit them. This is way quicker than using your sword. It is insane how quick and nice Wolf Link is in some scenarios. Like, Wolf Link is actually really strong compared to like just using the Master Sword like as a human. So in some scenarios I would actually prefer to use Wolf Link, but when it comes to like bashing on an enemy with a lot of HP, it'd be more advised to use Link. But what I mean is like in a scenario where the enemy just takes a couple hits to kill, so you can use like a really powerful attack. With Midna, you know, I like how she helps you out in the battles and uses her ability to like transport you all over the place. But let's see, is there anything up here? I guess not. Okay, so yeah, now we should start moving quick. So there's another golden bug I want to pick up, which I mean isn't necessary to pick up at the moment. Like, I'm in no rush, but there is going to be a Poe soul that I should get, and I'm sure you might notice in the far distance a giant pillar-looking thing. It's actually a giant bridge, and there's a giant bridge missing on the map that is kind of suckish. So maybe we should look into that, like seeing what this bridge could do, because we'll actually be able to take it to that missing bridge, if that makes any sense, which you'll see right now. But I want to quickly grab the second bug. So yeah, we grabbed the first one, which was pretty easy. It was just kind of like in the, you know, beginning of the area, and the second one's actually located right here in this like pathway that's yeah, that has walls on the side. And wow, okay, so we get the female day fly, and it's funny that Link didn't even bother touching it. Like, just somehow we picked it up so quickly like that. But anyways, let's go ahead and head up here, because there's also a Poe as well as a bridge, you know, and we want to get them both. Literally, we want to get this bridge, you know, to its rightful area. So yeah, let's look into that. I guess the bridge was taken here. I mean, it would make sense, you know. This is the area that prisoners and just junk. It's like the wasteland of Hyrule. So I guess they want to get rid of the bridge, like the Twilight beasts, or, you know, whoever, you know, removed the bridge and then decided to put it in the wasteland. I mean, that makes a lot of sense. So yeah, okay. No, okay, that was really bad. Maybe I can do this. Oh yeah, that was pretty good. I, for some reason, thought I was gonna fail it, you know, like maybe just end up slashing one guy and not doing a full spin attack, so I didn't want to risk it. That's why I like charging it. Plus, I do like the feature that you can charge it within this game, because in the Wii version of the game you couldn't, because you had a nunchuck and you had to shake the nunchuck with the Wiimote, I believe, to do a spin attack. I'm assuming, at least, or I don't remember. No, I think you just have to wiggle the nunchuck. I'm thinking of Skyward Sword, which had the really specific controls. But yeah, there we go. Our second Poe soul already that we collected here, which is pretty good. But I'm mainly wanting to warp this. Yes, the Bridge of Eldin is right in front of us, and we're going to take it all the way over to, well, the Bridge of Eldin itself, which is located right here in the Eldin Province. So yeah, Midna's just going to ask you where you want to take it, because I believe this happened before, way early on within the game, when we took the bridge that was located in North Faron Province all the way to the Kakariko Gorge, but that was a much smaller bridge. Like, look at this. This is huge, just like a giant stone. I want to say it's not a slab because it's a bunch of bricks, but you get what I mean. Just like a giant bridge we are taking and teleporting it from one part of the map to another. And this is going to be pretty nice because now we have access to crossing the bridge, which I mean is pretty cool. And we can teleport here now because you were actually unable to teleport here until you restored the bridge. So there you go. We have done it. And wow, looking in the like background right now, it looks so weird. Like this area looks completely inaccessible. I mean, I guess it is, but it's just trees and really few and far between. And then over here we have literally nothing. Huh. All right. Well, let's go ahead and leave. I don't know. For some reason, I really like the Bridge of Eldin. I guess what made me like it a lot more was because it was featured in, I want to say, Brawl and I guess Smash Bros. Wii U / 3DS. But yeah, the level design was really cool there. How like King Bulblin would like run around, because that does happen within the game. But let's go ahead and head back to Gerudo Desert so we can continue on from there, because I want to focus on heading to the next temple. I feel like we've done a lot of side questing in the past couple episodes to where I feel like we should mainly focus on the plot of the game now. I mean, along the way we'll collect stuff. Like right now I kind of want to get a stamp and maybe a couple more postals while it's still nighttime, but that's pretty much it. Let's see. I actually have to wait though, because I need to ride these pea hats that fly all around, and I don't really like the way they work in this game. Like, you know, it's another one of the very few complaints I have about this game, like how patient you have to be. Luckily, you know, you don't have to overdo it here, but there will be a point later on within the game where the pea hats are going to be kind of important, and just, you know, waiting for them, I don't know, at least I get really impatient. And can you please stop? Okay, I wish I could control this, but I can't. That would actually be awesome if you could, but you just kind of have to wait it out for the pea hat to take you from one side to another. Look at how upset Link looks. Why is he this upset? That's so weird. Okay, well, that's aside the point. Let's just go ahead and slowly land. I'm kind of waiting for the shadow to appear. I feel like the shadow in this game like has a lot of glitches. Like, a lot of the times the shadow just won't show on the map or on the screen, and then Link just looks like, I don't know, it looks like his render doesn't belong within the game. Like, he really stands out without a shadow, and I never noticed that. I guess the lighting is just really important, like in certain scenarios. Actually, something I want to check out is this. Okay, yeah. As you can tell, Link's just overall color scheme is much darker than it should be. That's because it is nighttime, and the game is literally affected by lighting when you hit the collection screen, which is really cool. But I'm sure that's pointless to a lot of people. I mean, that's such a stupid and dumb thing to point out, but to me it's like fascinating in a way. I don't know why I point out such small things, but yeah. Okay, so there are a good amount of chests to actually collect in Gerudo Desert. And when I say a good amount of chests, I mean, like, you know, a decent amount. There's there's some you can get, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to get them, at least now. I could come back later on, maybe when I'm looking for like a Poe or two that I kind of left behind, but my goal is to try to get all the Poes right now before I enter the next temple, like pretty much all the ones that are obtainable here in Gerudo Desert, because I want to get them done with. And now that we are collecting postals, I don't see a point in backtracking like we've done before, because that really slows down the pace of things. So here's actually one postal that we can quickly kill, and conveniently still is nighttime, so let me just get rid of this guy as quickly as possible. All right, there we go. So stinking aggressive. But yeah, another Poe for the soul. I was about to completely forget that, you know. Funny enough, a lot of people don't mind me saying that. Like, you guys seem to be okay with that, which I thought everyone was going to be like, please stop. But you know what? Since it's fine with you guys, I'm gonna keep it up. So guess what? Another, whoa, Poe for the nose. Okay, wow, this is this is like the most awkward angle. I've never got such a close-up of Link's nose. What the heck? You can see all the pixels and like just, you know, how it's not as high res as you might think. It's pretty high res actually, because we're really close. Like this is some nose cam type of stuff. Okay, you know what? Let's kill this guy though. But yeah, another Poe for the nose, I guess. And this guy is gonna try to annoy us by jumping or by flying in between the rocks and stuff to where we can't hit him, but he was still killable at the end because he decided to pass through the rocks. Regardless, I mean, if you wanna make this place easier, you could always just blow him up. And also, I believe we can get ourselves maybe a stamp here. I'm pretty sure. I really like how a lot of areas that had useless rupees, I mean, they added more areas with rupees, but they're not as useless, I feel, because your wallet's much bigger in this game. You can carry more in total, and I mean, I guess it gives an incentive to use the magic armor, so. But that's aside the point. What I'm trying to say is, I just like how there's a lot of areas that have been filled with stamps, just to make it, you know, more worth going out of your way and collecting. But that's just my opinion, so. Yeah, but anyways, we got we got a stamp by lighting all of the torches here. Let's see what this one will give us. It's going to be a Midna stamp, a sad Midna stamp. It's actually pretty cool. But yeah, we got ourselves that, and now we can leave. I believe we got all like the Link expression stamps, from sad to happy to angry, which is nice. I do want to like take my time and look at all of them later on, but I mean, I'll do that soon. I don't really want to do that yet. Okay, so yeah, right now our goal is to make our way over there, and that is where the next temple lies. And we're gonna have to do a couple things to do so. It's actually really straightforward here. Like, there isn't much holding you to the next temple. It's just kind of like fences, I guess, that we're gonna have to break through, and it's not gonna be that hard to do so, which you're going to see in a second. So what I'm doing here is I'm trying to not get caught, and at nighttime it's really easy to not get caught because it's dark, and I guess these guys won't catch you, but I do want to get caught, so let me just run over to them where, you know, I'm in his field of vision. So if you want to avoid the archers attacking you when you first start approaching them, do what I do, or what I just did, and, you know, walk around. I guess the game won't indicate that, but there we go. We got ourselves a, oh, okay, that was rude, but we got ourselves 20 rupees, which isn't bad. But I'm mainly here to snipe these guys off their bowls, because we want to use them. I'm not really going to go out of my way to kill the archers. I mean, I guess I could, but I'm actually here to do this. Also, there's a chest over there. Actually, you know what? Let's just do this. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't mean to do that. Crap. All right, let's just keep running. I believe there's actually a chest here as well, maybe? Yeah, there is. Okay, let's grab it. I'm just going to grab all of these chests that I can. But like I said, if I do miss one, don't worry. I can always come back to it. It's just a bunch of money. Like nothing necessary. If it was a stamp or a Poe, then I would go out of my way to get it. And dang it, it's turning daytime, so I'm not gonna rush anymore. I was considering of trying to rush this whole area, but it wouldn't make much sense. And please, okay, thank God. I was gonna say a little much. I thought I would have had to continue running really quickly until I hit like a wall, which would have been really dumb. But wow, this gave us 50, which is awesome. Okay. We can see the Poe over there, actually. See, you can still see it. Sadly, by the time we make it, it will be gone. But yeah, that's one of the Poes we have to get. But I guess we'll just wait until, you know, the next night cycle that that hits us. But there we go. We have opened access to their base, to these Bulblins, or Bakublins, Bulblin? I don't know. Bulblins, I guess. Yeah, the Bulblins base. I don't know, for some reason, Moblins, Bakublins, Bulblins, all really similar, so I always confuse their names. Plus, in this game, they all look absolutely hideous, so it's kind of hard to remember their appearance. I don't know why. At this point, I just kind of spew all three names. But, yeah, okay, so guess what? We can actually learn a new hidden skill, and this one is really stinking awesome. I actually really like to hit this hidden skill that we're going to learn right now. It's definitely one of the more advanced ones. Really easy to do, but you're not going to find yourself doing it a lot. I mean, it is cool. It's just, I don't know, it's something you won't really do that often because how bizarre it is. But I do like it. So, anyways, we meet again. At last, the skills I have to teach you have entered the realm of true secrecy. They are forgotten ways that do not leave our bloodline. Among the techniques, I shall be teaching you some that may even endanger you. Do you feel ready to learn these skills? I do. Very well. But before we begin, I must test to ensure that you have mastered the last skill I taught you, the Helm Splitter. Now then, come at me, bro. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. So just a quick shield bash into clicking A to do the Helm Splitter, and then bam, we just hit him once. You know, the icing on the cake, I guess. But now it's time to learn the new hidden skill. So, excellent. It appears you are certainly capable of performing my lost art. Very well. My fifth hidden skill is the Mortal Draw. Let it be honed into your mind. Alright, so yeah, the Mortal Draw. This sounds already pretty badass and really tough. And as you can tell, he's right now not holding a sword. It's in. And you're gonna see why. So yeah. The ways of sword are known to many creatures, and some have strengthened their guards against shield attacks and backslices. Should you encounter such a foe, the Mortal Draw that I'm about to teach you is most effective. You must sheath your sword and cast aside the most basic of sword skills. The ZL target, you must wait until your foe is upon you. Then, before your enemy can see through your rust, you must quickly draw your blade with A. And there you go, look at how badass that looked. There is no defense for this. The Mortal Draw deals death. Very well, now try it. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. So it's really simple. I mean, there's really no thought to it. You just put in your sword, walk near him, and draw. That was awesome. But we did it. So yeah, really, really simple. That was a pointed strike. But do not forget that this technique leaves your life at risk. The fifth hidden skill, the Mortal Draw, has been passed on. And there we go. Yeah, it's such a badass looking move, and I love the way Link just draws out his sword to attack. I always found it weird how he never would do that. Like, you'd hit B and he would just pull it out without attacking immediately, which would delay, you know, your attack. But now you have a chance to do that, but it does risk you getting hit, which isn't much of an issue because it's not really like Mortal. You're not gonna die if it does hit you, but you can easily kill enemies with this. But yeah, 2 more hidden skills to learn. Do not neglect your daily sword training between now and the time you come to learn the next. May we meet again. Alright, man, peace out, Girl Scout. And that is that. So now we learned the Mortal Draw. Such a cool move that hopefully I'll be able to show off, you know, real soon. But yeah, here is where the Poe lies. Sadly, I'm going to have to wait until nighttime, but it's okay because there are a couple more Poes we're going to have to get right up ahead that we also have to wait until nighttime. So, I mean, I guess it works out altogether. Regardless of the point, here we are in, I guess, the Bulblin base. And this is really cool because this was actually, like, featured in another game, which I guess was a spin-off. And that would be Link's crossbow training. And it's literally this exact area. It's actually like a level where you're supposed to take on all the archers and enemies within here. And it's, I don't know, it's really cool because this is so similar. And I feel like I got better at this area from playing Link's crossbow training, which is insane to think about that like a spin-off was able to do that. But it did. So, you know, it's funny. I really enjoyed that game because I'm pretty sure it ran on the same engine, or at least it looked exactly the same. Would have been really cool to actually have Link's crossbow training implemented in this game, maybe like as a mini game or something, or just overall to see it like rescaled in HD, because that's something I would play again. I actually enjoyed it a lot. Not so much for the motion controls though, but just the fact that it expanded on Twilight Princess, even though it wasn't really the story, just like simple archer gameplay, I still liked it. So hopefully I can hit this guy before he hits me. Perfect. And actually, let's go ahead and try the Mortal Draw on one of these enemies, because I do want to show off how cool it is. So, bam! Oh, yeah! Killing 2 with 1 slice. That was awesome. Alright. But yeah, I should take my time on killing all of these guys, because, like I said, we have to wait until nighttime until what I want does appear. And also, I really thought I was going to be able to get you from back there, but that sucks. Kind of want to actually start using more of my abilities on these guys. So let me run up to him and then shield bat. Wait, bam. Helm splinter, bam. Oh, yeah. And then, oh, okay. Everything kills these guys in one hit. If I do any like hidden skill, it's just going to annihilate them because I guess my Master Sword is just really strong, which I don't mind. But, there we go. But essentially the goal here is to find one of the Bulblins that holds the key, and they will open up the area to here actually. But to kill all the Bulblins, or to at least have them from to have them stop spawning, you need to kill all the archers. And if you kill all the archers, I'm pretty sure they will stop spawning. So yeah, I don't think there are any more besides this last one. Let's go ahead and smack him. And, oh, there's another one. Oh, there's way more. Never mind. But I have a feeling they're not going to spawn anymore. We'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. Regardless, the one by the giant roasting pig, or the boar, is the one holding the small key. So you just want to find it. And if you leave this area without using the small key, you'll lose it. So you'll have to kill him again. So don't worry. It's not like the small key's gone for good. He just redrops it because it's kind of like a mini game. And I do like how it instantly started turning nighttime. Like the day cycle did not last when I didn't want it to, which actually works out pretty well, you know, because I actually didn't want it to last that long. But yeah, this here, we need to destroy it because inside this roasting boar is a piece of heart. Yeah, we literally killed, well, it was already dead, but we took out the heart. And I guess ate it or something because I have no idea what happened afterwards, but that's aside the point. Anywho, let's go ahead and now use the small key to open up this gateway, and you can actually see one of the boars or the pigs that you can ride. But I mean, that's not what we're here for. We're here for something else. Let's go ahead and roll in. Instantly everything turns really dark, even though it seemed pretty bright. But as you walk up, oh god. Alright, oh no, it looks so freaky how he comes in from the dark. But oh god, you're so hideous, especially up close like this. But yeah, King Bulblin is here, and he gets a free hit on us. But this is it. No longer are we fighting this dude in horseback. It's time to fight him face on, sword versus giant thing. But okay, he's a joke. He's literally a joke. Okay, well, he can hit you too, but here's the thing. You just kind of roll past his big, you know, flashy attacks, which are always going to be ginormous and do a good amount of damage, and you just want to get behind him and attack the dude like crazy. And this is definitely, you know, a battle you want to use with your sword and shield and not as a wolf, because it would take you literally forever to kill him as a wolf. But there we go. We did it. He has been defeated. I mean, he didn't move. He literally does not move. Like, without his horse, he's useless. He just stood there. He hit us once, which, you know, I'll give him credit for that, but that was it. And Link, being the kind guy, you know, lets him leave. All right, I guess, nice fight. Peace out, man. Oh, wait a second. Okay, maybe this wasn't a nice game of beat up King Bulblin. Maybe he was trying to kill us, and that he failed. He's trying to burn us alive. So yeah, here we are, gonna get burned alive. Oh no, yeah, right, no, we're good. Because we can't leave unless we ride the boar out. So just go ahead and ram your way straight to where the next temple actually lies. It's kind of cool how you're putting in another one of these scenarios where it looks like, you know, it's the end, but it's like clearly not at all. You can easily escape. But there we go. So the next temple lies right up ahead. But there are 2 postals I forgot about. So let's go ahead and transform into a beast. Collect the 2 postals. Grab the one in front of the temple. And then we're set in stone. We're ready to actually take on the next temple, which is awesome. And one of them is actually located here with one of the postals, which is kind of weird because it didn't show up during the battle. So yeah, the game just pretty much wants you to leave this area, come back to find it, which I'm not complaining, but at the same time, I feel like if someone never backtracked, they would completely never notice it, and that would really suck. Because yeah, I don't know, I just feel like the placement isn't the most unique of placements for a Poe, but it's whatever. The other one is actually located right here where I showed off. There should be some levers, yeah, coming from the from the ground. I'm not here for that though. I'm here for, okay, well, what the heck happened? Somehow I was able to, like, you know, chain attacks to where I didn't have to see Link yank out the Poe soul. But yeah, another Poe for the soul. So that worked out conveniently, actually. And we're good. So now let's go ahead and quickly head back and then make our way to the next temple. I'm really excited for this temple. I would say it's my second favorite temple within the game because it's really fun. It has actually the most creative item within this game, and such a cool boss battle. Like, I can't wait to show off this temple. And it definitely holds up to the theme of this game. Like, this is a good temple to like represent like the dark theme this game actually has, and you're gonna see what I mean. So I'm really excited to take it on. But let's go ahead and quickly grab this Poe as well before we do enter the temple. We're actually going to be getting quite amount of Poes within the temple itself as well, so it's going to add on to our collecting. And yeah, okay, but before I do enter, yeah, there is a chest I can easily get here. For some reason I just randomly thought, like, remembered it. I'm like, oh, I'm pretty sure I can get something else, and that is this. I have a feeling it's just going to be stinking rupees, but it's whatever. At least we're ready to take on the temple. And this temple will actually lead us to the Mirror of Twilight, which is what Midna is currently looking for, so we can enter the Twilight Realm and stop Zant. But that will all happen in the upcoming episodes as we get ready to take on the next temple. So thank you all so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to leave a like. Anyways, I've been ZeldaMaster. I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.